Welcome to a journey of wisdom and virtue, where Stoic principles converge with the intricate tapestry of human relationships. In this transformative video, we unveil the 30 most crucial pillars of Stoicism that fortify the foundation of your connections. From self-awareness to empathy, resilience to gratitude, join us as we explore how these timeless principles can reshape the way you navigate relationships, fostering harmony, understanding, and growth. Get ready to embark on a voyage that elevates not only your interactions with others, but also your own self-mastery. This is the ultimate guide to cultivating profound and enduring connections through the lens of Stoicism. Accept that you cannot control other people. This is one of the most important pillars of Stoicism, and it is essential for healthy relationships. When you realize that you cannot control how other people think, feel, or behave, you free yourself from the frustration and anger that comes from trying to do so. This does not mean that you should not try to influence others. It simply means that you should not expect to have complete control over them. When you accept that you cannot control others, you can focus on the things that you can control, such as your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. This will help you to be more understanding and patient with others, and it will also help you to avoid feeling resentful or angry when things don't go your way. 2. Focus on the things you can control. Instead of worrying about things that are out of your control, focus on the things that you can control, such as your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. This will help you to feel more in control of your life and your relationships. This is easier said than done, but it is an important skill to develop. When you focus on the things that you can control, you are less likely to feel stressed and overwhelmed. You are also more likely to take positive action to improve your situation. 3. Practice non-attachment. This means not becoming too attached to the outcome of events or the behavior of others. When you are attached to something, you are more likely to experience negative emotions such as anger, sadness, and fear when things don't go your way. Non-attachment does not mean that you should not care about things. It simply means that you should not let your happiness depend on them. When you practice non-attachment, you are more likely to be content with what you have and less likely to be disappointed by what you don't have. 4. Be mindful of your thoughts and feelings. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our thoughts and feelings so that we can identify and challenge the negative ones. When we are mindful, we are more likely to respond to situations in a rational and constructive way. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When we are mindful, we are more aware of our thoughts and feelings, and we are less likely to be swept away by them. This can be helpful in relationships, as it can help us to communicate more effectively and to resolve conflict more constructively. 5. Practice forgiveness. Holding on to anger and resentment will only hurt you in the long run. When you forgive someone, you are not saying that what they did was okay, but you are choosing to let go of the negative emotions that are holding you back. Forgiveness is a powerful tool that can help us to heal from past hurts and to move on with our lives. When we forgive someone, we are not condoning their behavior, but we are choosing to let go of the anger and resentment that we feel towards them. This can be a difficult process, but it is ultimately worth it for our own well-being. 6. Be honest and authentic. Stoicism teaches us the importance of being honest and authentic in our relationships. When we are honest with ourselves and with others, we build trust and create deeper connections. Honesty is essential for any healthy relationship. When we are honest with each other, we are creating a foundation of trust and respect. We're also showing that we value the other person's feelings and opinions. 7. Be courageous. Stoicism teaches us the importance of courage, both in our personal lives and in our relationships. When we are courageous, we are willing to stand up for what we believe in, even when it is difficult. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. When we are courageous in our relationships, we are willing to be vulnerable and to take risks. We are also willing to speak up for what we believe in, even if it means disagreeing with the other person. 8. Be compassionate. Stoicism teaches us the importance of compassion, both for ourselves and for others. When we are compassionate, we are able to understand and accept the flaws of others, and we are more likely to be forgiving and understanding. Compassion is the ability to see things from another person's perspective and to feel empathy for their suffering. When we are compassionate in our relationships, we are more likely to be understanding and forgiving. We are also more likely to be patient and supportive. 9. Be grateful. Stoicism teaches us the importance of gratitude, both for the good things in our lives and for the challenges that we face. When we are grateful, we are more likely to appreciate the positive aspects of our relationships and to learn from the negative ones. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging the good things in our lives. When we are grateful, we are more likely to focus on the positive and to appreciate the people in our lives. This can help us to build stronger relationships and to be more content with our lives. 10. Practice self-care. Stoicism teaches us the importance of taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. When we take care of ourselves, we are better able to cope with the challenges of life and to maintain healthy relationships. Self-care is essential for our own well-being. When we take care of ourselves, we are showing ourselves that we are important and that we deserve to be happy. This can mean taking time for ourselves to relax and de-stress, eating healthy foods, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. 11. Set boundaries. It is important to set boundaries in our relationships so that we do not allow others to take advantage of us. When we set boundaries, we are respecting ourselves and our needs. Boundaries are limits that we set for ourselves about what we are willing to do and what we are not willing to do. When we set boundaries, we are communicating our needs to others and letting them know what we are comfortable with. This can help us to avoid feeling overwhelmed or taken advantage of. 12. Communicate effectively. Communication is essential for healthy relationships. Stoicism teaches us the importance of being honest, clear, and direct in our communication. Communication is the act of sharing our thoughts and feelings with others. When we communicate effectively, we are more likely to be understood and to avoid misunderstandings. We are also more likely to resolve conflict in a constructive way. 13. Listen actively. When we listen actively, we are really paying attention to what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. This shows that we care about what they have to say and that we are interested in understanding their point of view. Active listening is the practice of paying attention to the speaker's words, tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. When we listen actively, we are more likely to understand what the speaker is trying to say and to respond in a way that is helpful and supportive. 14. Resolve conflict constructively. Conflict is a normal part of any relationship. Stoicism teaches us how to resolve conflict constructively so that it does not damage the relationship. Conflict resolution is the process of resolving disagreements in a way that is mutually beneficial. When we resolve conflict constructively, we are able to find solutions that work for both people involved. We are also able to learn from the conflict and to grow as individuals and as a couple. 15. Be willing to compromise. Compromise is often necessary to maintain healthy relationships. When we are willing to compromise, we are showing that we are willing to put the needs of the relationship ahead of our own. Compromise is the art of finding a middle ground between two opposing viewpoints. When we are willing to compromise, we are showing that we are willing to listen to the other person's perspective and to find a solution that works for everyone involved. 16. Be patient. Relationships take time and effort to build and maintain. Stoicism teaches us the importance of patience so that we do not give up on our relationships too easily. Patience is the ability to wait for something without getting angry or frustrated. When we are patient in our relationships, we are showing that we are committed to them and that we are willing to work through the challenges. 17. Be optimistic. Stoicism teaches us the importance of optimism so that we can focus on the positive aspects of our relationships and not dwell on the negative ones. Optimism is the belief that things will work out for the best. When we are optimistic in our relationships, we are more likely to see the good in the other person and to believe in the future of the relationship. 18. Be grateful for the good times. Stoicism teaches us the importance of gratitude so that we can appreciate the good times in our relationships and not take them for granted. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging the good things in our lives. When we are grateful for the good times in our relationships, we are more likely to cherish them and to make the most of them. 19. Learn from the bad times. Stoicism teaches us that even the bad times can teach us something valuable. When we learn from the bad times, we can grow and become stronger as individuals and as partners. Adversity can be a powerful teacher. When we face challenges in our relationships, we can learn to be more resilient and to appreciate the good times even more. 20. Never give up on love. Stoicism teaches us that love is one of the most important things in life. Even when things get tough, we should never give up on love. Love is a powerful force that can bring us joy and happiness. When we love someone, we are willing to put in the effort to make the relationship work. We are also willing to forgive and forget and to move on from the bad times. 21. Accept your limitations. We all have limitations, both physical and emotional. When we accept our limitations, we are less likely to feel frustrated or angry when we cannot do something. We are also more likely to be realistic about our expectations in our relationships. Accepting our limitations does not mean that we should give up on our dreams. It simply means that we should be realistic about what we can achieve. When we accept our limitations, we can focus on our strengths and on the things that we can do. 22. Be present in the moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on the present moment and to let go of the past and the future. When we are present in the moment, we are more likely to appreciate the good things in our relationships and to enjoy the time we have with the people we care about. The past is gone and the future is not yet here. The only thing that we have is the present moment. When we are present in the moment, we are more likely to be mindful of our thoughts and feelings and to respond to situations in a rational and constructive way. 23. Live a life of virtue. Stoicism teaches us that the goal of life is to live a life of virtue. Virtue is the practice of doing what is right, even when it is difficult. When we live a life of virtue, we are more likely to be happy and fulfilled. Virtue is not always easy. It often requires us to sacrifice our own desires for the sake of others. However, when we live a life of virtue, we are more likely to be respected and admired by others. We are also more likely to be happy and fulfilled ourselves. 24. Be a good role model. We all have the power to influence others. When we are good role models, we can inspire others to live better lives. We can also teach others the importance of Stoicism and the benefits of living a virtuous life. We do not have to be perfect to be good role models. We simply need to be consistent in our actions and in our beliefs. When we are good role models, we can make a positive difference in the world. 25. Take care of your mental and emotional health. Our mental and emotional health is just as important as our physical health. When we take care of our mental and emotional health, we are more likely to be happy and fulfilled. There are many ways to take care of our mental and emotional health. Some things that we can do include practicing mindfulness and meditation, spending time in nature, connecting with loved ones, getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and exercising regularly. 26. Seek professional help if needed. If we are struggling with our mental or emotional health, it is important to seek professional help. A therapist can help us to understand our problems and to develop healthy coping mechanisms. There is no shame in seeking professional help. In fact, it is a sign of strength and courage. When we are struggling, it is important to reach out for help. A therapist can provide us with the support and guidance that we need to overcome our challenges. 27. Remember that you are not alone. We all go through difficult times in our lives. When we are struggling, it is important to remember that we are not alone. There are people who care about us and who want to help. We can also find support from online forums, books, and articles. It is easy to feel isolated when we are going through a difficult time. However, it is important to remember that we are not alone. There are many people who have been through similar experiences and who can offer us support. We can also find strength and comfort in knowing that we are not the only ones who are struggling. 28. Focus on the positive. It is easy to get caught up in the negative when we are struggling. However, it is important to focus on the positive. There are always things to be grateful for, even in the darkest of times. When we focus on the positive, it helps us to stay motivated and to keep going. It is not always easy to find the positive, but it is important to try. When we focus on the positive, it helps us to see the good in the world and in ourselves. It also helps us to stay hopeful for the future. 29. Believe in yourself. It is important to believe in yourself and in your ability to overcome your challenges. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to take action and to make positive changes in your life. It is easy to doubt ourselves when we are struggling. However, it is important to remember that we are capable of great things. Believe in yourself and in your ability to overcome your challenges. 30. Never give up. No matter how difficult things get, never give up. There is always hope for the future. Keep fighting for what you believe in and never give up on yourself. It is easy to give up when things get tough. However, it is important to remember that anything is possible if we never give up. Keep fighting for what you believe in and never give up on yourself. And there you have it, my friends. 30 profound pillars of Stoicism that can transform your relationships and elevate your interactions to a whole new level. Remember, embracing these principles doesn't just improve your connections with others, but also deepens your understanding of yourself. Apply these timeless teachings to foster empathy, resilience, and harmony in your relationships. By aligning your actions with these pillars, you're not only cultivating strong bonds, but also walking the path of wisdom and virtue. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights that can enhance every aspect of your life. Until next time, embrace Stoic wisdom and let it shape your relationships for the better. Stay wise, stay stoic.